Paris, 1788, a city of stone and shadows, built over centuries of ambition, faith, and authority, now firmly establishing itself on the edge of transformation. From the above, Paris appears eternal, its streets organized with a sense of order. Its prominent monuments remain enshrined, a city that seems virtually untouched by the passage of time or its consequences. Limestone facades stretched outwards in disciplined rows. Church spires rise softly with quiet confidence, and the Seine surpasses it all with patience. Permanence is an illusion, and beneath these rooftops and walls of the city, the ground itself is beginning to shift. Paris is the largest Western city in Europe, containing nearly 600,000 lives squeezed within medieval streets. The city never was designed to contain the masses. Homes are tightly cluttered against one another. Alleys merge into darkness. Air and personal space become rare luxuries nearly no one can afford. Here, the lack of proximity breeds tension, and the scarcity of resources sharpens memory. Each slight and injustice is remembered. Every injustice is spoken out loud, but never truly silenced. The year is 1788. Louis XVI still reigns as the King of France, in title, tradition, and divine right. Yet, the authority of the crown now feels increasingly vulnerable. Its presence is less solid today. Its certainty seems weakened. Questions and challenges are raised not in open defiance, but in quiet glances, in soft murmurs shared among those in the growing distance between ruler and ruled. The winter has been unforgiving. Freezing cold comes after a failed harvest. Fields lying frozen beyond the city walls, grain stores thinning, rising prices, bread, the foundation of survival, the measure of stability, becomes uncertain, unreliable, and dangerously scarce. For a Parisian, a full day's wage easily vanishes into a single loaf. A Parisian's life is calculated in the coins and crumbs they gain from a daily struggle. The city wakes up early to endure another day. Along the banks of the Seine, porters move quietly and towards the city walls, their backs bent, breath visible in the icy air, carrying not only goods, but also signals of change. Washing women move gracefully to the water's edge, hands raw from icy currents, scrubbing garments with utmost care, while their own lives remained deeply stained by hardship. Apprentices diligently clean shopfronts to which they are not legally entitled, preparing opportunities they may never grasp, learning respect and mastery before they become masters. And so life in Paris persists, not sustained by comfort, nor guided by hope, but driven by unending routine, endurance, and necessity. Smoke hangs low over the streets, a mixture of hearth fires, refuse, damp wool, and unwashed bodies. It settles into stone and skin alike, the scent of anxiety lingering everywhere. In districts like the Faubourg Saint-Antoine, artisans live tightly packed together. Cabinet makers, joiners, metal workers, men whose skill is renowned across Europe, yet whose lives grow increasingly constrained. Their hands are trained, precise, disciplined, but their minds are restless, and frustration grows with each passing season. These are not idle men. They think, they discuss, they remember, They read pamphlets printed cheaply and passed carefully, words set in ink that challenge old certainties, ideas once confined to salons now carried into workshops. In cafes, arguments stretch long into the evening. Voices rise, then fall. Names are spoken. Voltaire, Rousseau, Montesquieu. Concepts once abstract are now personal. Justice, representation, the rights of man. Only a few streets away, another Paris exists. Behind wrought iron gates and guarded courtyards, the aristocracy dine beneath chandeliers. Silk and powdered wigs move through candlelight. Meals arrive course by course. Conversation drifts toward fashion, theater, and court intrigue. Here, hunger is an abstraction, a condition observed, not endured. Inequality is not merely social. It is architectural. It is carved into stone itself. Grand facades overlook cramped dwellings, windows of privilege facing walls of poverty. And beyond Paris, at the center of this fragile balance, stands Versailles. The palace remains serene, its gardens precise, its rituals unchanged. Distance protects it, distance deceives it. The French state is bankrupt. Years of war, most recently in support of the American colonies, have emptied the treasury. Victory abroad has delivered crisis at home. To sustain the state, taxes fall not on privilege, but on survival. The burden presses hardest on those least able to bear it. Peasants, laborers, urban workers already stretched thin. Rumors move faster than truth. They travel through taverns, along markets, down alleyways. Some exaggerate, others warn. All contribute to a growing sense that something is approaching. Expectation builds. Dangerous, undefined. A pressure without form, yet felt by all. Paris listens, waits, and remembers. The church remains everywhere in Paris. Its towers rise above the streets. Its bells still mark the hours. Yet even faith now carries the weight of division. Priests walk among the poor, sharing cold, hunger, and uncertainty. Above them, bishops reside in comfort, distant from the lives beneath their care. Soldiers patrol the streets. They watch, they wait, and many feel closer to the crowd than to the crown they serve. As night falls, Paris grows quieter, but not calmer. Taverns fill, candles burn low, and a word passes from mouth to mouth. Liberty. This is not yet revolution. No banners rise, no barricades stand, yet something has broken, not in stone or steel, but in belief, in patience, in trust. The future presses closer now, felt more than seen, a certainty without a date. Paris holds its breath, unaware of the exact moment history will turn, yet knowing that nothing will remain the same. Paris, 1788, on the eve of revolution.